Hello, Freddie Collins, your holistic guardian again. And today I'd like to share a little project with you. Maybe something that can get your kids settled down and focused on something other than television or the computer. Tell you a little story. As a little girl in elementary school, I drew some pictures of children that I'd like to have as I grew up. I was an only child, and I wanted lots of brothers and sisters that I didn't have. So I said, well, I'd like to have about 20 children. Well, I didn't have the 20, I had 6. And now I know the fallacy of thinking too big. What I did was I drew these children on my little notepad. I drew 6 children, 3 girls, 3 boys. I drew them as pretty as I could, long, pretty braids, nice hair, just the facial figures and everything. And I carried them in my book bag all the time. And every now and then I'd look at them and enjoy them. And I did that for a long time. And I don't know what happened to them, but I forgot all about them. I forgot all about them until I had 6 children. And they were teenagers maybe, or almost grown. And I thought back on those little pictures that I had drawn for myself in elementary school. Another little story, I remember looking at a movie, and there was a family with 5 boys. And in their home, they had this nice big picture on the wall of a ship, an old ship out to sea. Well, these boys grew up, and they'd pass by, and they never even thought about it. But as they grew up, the 4 boys became sailors. And the 5th boy was too little, too short to become a sailor, but he used to always follow his brothers, and he would always say, "Wait for me, wait for me." And they would wait for him. So when it came for them to be sailors, and he was too short, when he came to be measured, his brothers put a brick under him. So when he stood up on the brick, he was able to be put into the Navy with them. So the story goes, the ship was bombarded, shot down, whatever, and the 4 brothers were going down into the sea. And the end of the story was the little brother behind them hollering, "Wait for me, wait for me." And the story tragically ends with all 5 brothers being killed. They saw this ship and they thought about it. Imagination, thought, pictures are so important to a child's mind and to an adult's. There's something called a vision board. And on a vision board or vision papers, people can write or draw things that they'd like to have in the future, something that they can look at. Now, your children may have big posters in their rooms, posters of rap singers, sports persons, actors, actresses, lady singers, dressed all not too great. And these are the things that they're thinking about for their future. But as parents, we should find pictures or have them sit and draw pictures of something that is of much more value. Let them draw pictures of mothers, of women of the Bible, Ruth, Esther, Queen Esther, or maybe boys draw pictures of Joshua or David or Jesus. Things that are more in tune to godliness. Give them a little project. Draw these things on paper and take a look at them every now and then. Because pictures will sometimes bring about a reality. Jesus, as he taught in parables. He didn't go around with pictures, but he told these stories that gave people a picture in their minds. Remember, when your children watch things, these things are going into their minds, and you also. Things are going into your minds and bringing about, most of the time, worldly results. And that's not what we want for our family. So let's watch what we look at, watch what we say, watch what we do. Your holistic guardian, again. Have a good day.